Before we begin, please be advised that viewer discretion is strongly recommended. None of the content presented here has been exaggerated or taken out of context. These are the exact statements made by the prosecution team, defense team, male dancer, and Agent Gannon in a federal court on May 20th, 2025. Some words have been censored to comply with YouTube's guidelines. What you're about to hear is a voiced-over reading of male dancer and Agent Gannon's testimony from the Diddy Combs trial. Source: Courtroom reporter at Inner City Press on X.com. All parties are presumed innocent until proven guilty. Listen at your own discretion. What you're about to hear is the male dancer and Agent Gannon testimony from beginning to end.
The government calls Mr. Sharay Hayes. Where are you from? Harlem, New York. What was your work? Male exotic dancer. I was known as the Punisher. Do you recognize these two? I do. Mr. Sean Combs and Cassie Ventura. I was hired in 2012 to create a sexy erotic scene for them. Why were you called the Punisher? Playing basketball on West 4th Street. The woman who called you, what time did she book you for? Midnight at Trump Tower at Central Park West. Striptease for a small group of friends. When you got there, how did Ms. Ventura appear? In a bathroom with nothing underneath and a wig. I was expecting a crowd, but there was no one else. She told me she and her husband wanted to create a sexual scene with baby oil. What did she hand to you? $800. How was the room? Dimly lit, electric candles, bowls of water with bottles of baby oil in them. She told me not to acknowledge her husband, not to look at him when he came out. Did he come out? Yes, he was naked, but I could not see his face. It was like what a Muslim woman wears. You see only the eyes. He had a bottle of Astroglide. How did you recognize it? I use it, the purple top. How did it end? She went into the other room with him. When she came back, she asked if I wanted to finish. I said no. If they were happy, I was happy. She gave me more money. Did you do it again? Yes, 8 or 12 times. How did you end up recognizing her? I was a fan of Mr. Combs and followed him on Instagram. I saw her on it. This would be a good place to break. And they did. They took a break, then came back and continued. How were these sessions scheduled? I'd be reached out to at 5 or 7 p.m. for later. They'd asked for a sexy scene, but I knew it would be more. How would it start? Baby oil, a sexy atmosphere. Mr. Combs would direct. How did the direction work? Mr. Combs might say, sit forward, move the camera, or what would happen, One time during sex, he dropped a stack of money. He said, I like this shit. How much baby oil did you use? A lot. We were supposed to be glistening as much as possible. How long would they last? 4 hours, a lot of waiting, maybe 40 minutes or so. I was supposed to finish in a specific spot. Then what? She would leave with Mr. Combs, 10 or 15 minutes. She'd return in a bathrobe and pay me $2,000 or $1,200 cash. Did you think Ms. Ventura was enjoying herself? At this moment, the defense objected, and it was sustained. Did you use drugs? I am not a marijuana smoker, but I did pull a Bill Clinton. I was handed a joint. Did you have performance issues? Having the woman's partner there, yes. Did the issues affect your pay? At this moment, the defense objected but was overruled. I wasn't sure how they calculated it. One time, Mr. Combs threw condoms on the couch next to us. I struggled. It was a failure. What happened? They went out. I finished. She came back and thanked me for privacy. What did you think would happen next? I was worried I would not be used again. I hadn't done my job. He has said, I want to see you pay her, and I couldn't. Are you writing a book? Yes. Self-help about my ED. It's advice. In your book, do you write about your time with Mr. Combs and Ms. Ventura? Yes, I call them a married, wealthy couple. How long is it? 6 pages out of 186, I sensationalize it. I wanted it to be enjoyable. Highs and lows. No further questions. At this moment, the cross-examination began. I'll try to make this as harmless as possible. Congratulations on your book. What's it called? In Search of Freezer Meat. What's harder than that? Good title. You have a website? Yes, now I'm a co-owner. All the male dancers are independent contractors. You've been doing this for 25 years? 30 years, coming up on a big anniversary. You dance with them? A professional dry hump. For 30 years. Thousands of ladies. You try to not develop feeling for them, right? You try not to. It's a job. But you talked with Cassie. Cordial. She asked to be able to call you just to set the sessions up. We were never asked to talk. She was comfortable with you? She said so. You had feelings for her. Incorrect. But you thought she was only doing this with you. That is correct. She'd said it was a special occasion. You did develop feelings for her? That's not correct. You told the government. The government's notes say you developed feelings for her. That may have been taken out of context. You used your 25 years experience. This was a different scene. Usually I aim for humor. You wouldn't try to dry hump someone who didn't want to be dry humped, correct? Yes, it is important to read the room. So you read the room with Cassie, and she wanted, at this moment, the prosecution objected, and it was sustained. Was Mr. Combs' request that you It was a demand, a strong suggestion. Kathy paid you even when she canceled, right? Yes, $500. Mr. Hayes, I wish you success with your book. Thank you. What made you think Ms. Ventura was enjoying herself? It was the first time unprotected, without the details. At this moment, the defense objected, and the prosecution said, no further questions. Then the defense asked one more question. What do you mean by steamy? I felt it was enjoyable for Ms. Ventura and Mr. Combs. At this moment, the testimony of the male dancer was over, and the government called their next witness. The government calls Special Agent Gerard Gannon.
Where do you work? HSI in Miami in the National Security Group. In March 2024, the HSI Human Group works in labor in Miami. What time did the search begin? After 3 p.m. Why so late? We learned Mr. Combs and his family were flying out of the country. Was there a pier on the property on Star Island? Yes, we had to monitor it. Why did you have to break open the gate? To make sure bad actors wouldn't have time to put those who would search in danger. What's this a photo of? The pool and the pier. What did you find here? Parts of AR-15 rifles, sex toys, and Astroglide. These magazines were loaded with bullets. What do these show? The serial numbers have been cut out. Let's turn to 2 more exhibits. What are these? The ammunition we found. And these platform high heels? How high are they? 7 inches. This may be a good place to break for the day. At this moment, the testimony of the agent was paused, and that was it for the day. What did you think of the male dancer's testimony? Do you think this testimony will help the defense or the prosecution? And what did you think about the agent's testimony so far? Do you think he will give a crazy testimony tomorrow? Let me know in the comments down below.